medicine is not only the prototypical profession, I think it's the last profession. By which I mean, I think the marketing consumer orientation is so powerful in the United States, and I'm not going to talk about any other country, that there's almost no profession left. The one thing about doctors is we can't say, well, the doctors, we don't like the doctors, let's get rid of all of them. So the doctors can counter the forces in the society. And indeed, some of the more extreme aspects of managed care were countered because enough doctors said, we will not abide. Compare the air traffic controllers. When Reagan fired them, they stayed fired because you could find another 30,000 people. We can't find another half a million people. I think the problem with medicine, which you and I both know because we read the same publications, is that 80% of the country feels that by and large it'll live with what the current system is. And so even though Massachusetts has been a leader, most places do not yet feel we need to have a universal system. But the tipping point will come probably in our lifetime, and then doctors may not make as much money, which is part of the problem now. People don't want to make just enough, they want to make more and more and more. But I think they will be able to be a profession that's less in the limelight, which will be very healthy. Genetics is very interesting in that sense. In 1950, you could get all the geneticists in the country in one room. They liked what they did, but they were completely out of the limelight. Genetics now is big business, and that can be very damaging to a profession. And as Mike Csikszentmihalyi, my colleague, says, it's so important why people go into a profession. If you go into genetics because you're really fascinated by issues about biology, it's very different than if you go into genetics because you want to be a chief scientific officer or CEO of a multi-million-dollar biotech company.
The rewards, the incentives,
so I guess what I'm saying is that in medicine, we'd like to have people go in for the right reasons.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.